Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have a topic that you've probably heard before. I think even my dad's had a video, but the top 5 reasons I think you need to take the MSF course. Let's roll that intro and let's get to it. Alright, so I just happened to pass a student driver here, and it kind of jogged in my memory that I had wanted to do a video like this, but I just had never done it. So today I want to talk about my experience as far as the MSF course went, and then I want to give you a top 5 reasons why I think you need to do it yourself.
Do you like to do it yourself?
So for me, I took the MSF as the only way as I could convince my wife to let me ride a motorcycle. I had no idea how to ride one when I went in there. I'd always driven cars with stick shifts, so I knew the basic mechanics of how a motorcycle would work. But I had never, ever done the hands and the foot. It all just, up until the course, it kept me up at night. No one's like, how do I do the thing with my feet? How do I do this?
The original machine had a base plate of pre-famulated amulite, surmounted by a malleable logarithmic casing, in such a way that the 2 spurving bearings were in a direct line with a panometric fan.
And then it just naturally kind of happens. I didn't know anything about the course. I knew I wanted to ride. I'd already bought a motorcycle, so I definitely knew I wanted to ride. The things that they teach you there are so informative, and they are things that you'll keep with you the rest of the time that you're riding. So for number 1, we are going to talk about situational awareness. You got to know your surroundings when you're riding. It's got to be the number 1 thing. You are on a 2-wheel death trap is what most people at gas stations will tell you, and it will annoy the crap out of you when they say, oh yeah, so and so I know died on a motorcycle. I'm like, I don't want to hear that, as I'm about to put my leg over 5 gallons of gasoline and be surrounded by 4,500 pound cars like that Cadillac next to me. So you got to be very aware of your surroundings. So the first part of that is you got to pay attention to the cars around you, and they really do a good job as far as making you pay attention. They have a couple kind of like videos that they do inside of there to see how well you pay attention and how easy it becomes to have tunnel vision. I won't give them away because I don't want you guys to get the answers, but when they show you those videos, pay super close attention and see if you can spot what exactly they're kind of throwing in there to see if you caught it or not. But yeah, you got to pay attention to everyone. No one is paying attention to you. You got to have a mentality they're all out to get you. It's just, that's the nature of the beast. So that's point number 1, your surroundings. Number 2 is going to be your escape routes. So right now, if I had to look for an escape route, like say they slam on the brakes in front of me, I know I can go on this shoulder here and be okay. That's not always going to be the case. Sometimes you have to improvise, and you have to you have to improvise on the fly. You don't get to do a slow motion Grand Theft Auto and move around. No, it's happening in real time, and it's happening faster than you want it to. So like in this situation here, let's imagine we did not have the shoulder on the side of the road. These guys come to a complete stop in front of me. At this point in time, I see I have a turn lane I could go into if I needed to. I could. I don't want to, but I could. The other escape route, now that we're past that extra turn lane, so now I'm looking here, and again, we're imagining the shoulder's not there. I don't really have much of an escape route other than I need to make sure I'm on my brakes, and then depending on how the car in front of me stops. So if he was to stop right where he is, he's in lanes 2 and 3. You got 1, you got 2, you got 3. I would have to hopefully maneuver myself and hug the line and go by him and hope and pray he doesn't open up the door. That would probably be my escape route for him there. So that's the number 2, kind of knowing where to go, when to go. Number 3 thing is you have to learn about is you cannot be a distracted rider. So if you're the type who, when you're in the car, you're looking at the trees, you're looking at the cornfields here in Kansas, or you're looking not at the road in front of you, motorcycling might not be for you. This is not a lollygagger type hobby that you would want to pick up.
You lollygag the ball around the infield. You lollygag your way down to first. You lollygag in and out of the dugout. Do you know what that makes you, Larry?
Lollygaggers.
Lollygaggers.
You have to always maintain some major serious focus. The second you lose that focus is the second you're done. So like right now, I'm not even looking hardly at the Apple roofing in front of me. I'm looking at this big, giant 18-wheeler that's way up ahead. I'm looking for his brake lights because that's going to tell me everything I need to know. You got to be 100% focused. If you're not, it's going to come back to get you. This top 5 is in no order, so I do apologize, but you know what is really cool about a motorcycle is the sheer physics of the motorcycle. These things do see, now here's a situation. I didn't like that situation. That red truck could not see me because of the Apple roofing truck, which now he's back in my lane, so that really kind of concerns me a little bit. All he did was basically block me from being seen, and could have, you know, that red truck could have been turning right and thought, oh yeah, here we go, I can go now. Didn't see me and could have turned into me. I knew it was there, so I was prepared to slow down and stop. That's what that kind of had taught me. But number 4 is the physics of the motorcycle. These things do things that you should not be able to do. Look at some of these MotoGP guys. Look how low they get. It's just the centrifugal force of those tires. They're leaned way over, and that bike is going where they want it to go. So once you get past the physics of it, because I had a really tough time. I had a really tough time trusting the motorcycle. And that's what the course will teach you to do, is to trust a motorcycle. Not yours because you're using one of theirs, but it will teach you to trust a motorcycle. And then the 5th thing that they will teach you is how to have fun the proper way. There's so many fun little exercises that they have there. When you're actually doing the course, you're probably going to say, this sucks. This figure 8 sucks so badly. And you know what? I will agree with you, because I actually fell doing the figure 8 obstacle one of the first times. And man, it's not a good feeling being the first guy to fall down. It happens. It happens to a lot of people. It ended up happening to about 4 of us in the class. 4 of us ended up going down at some point in time. Mine was very low-key, not bad, because I was only going about 10. My problem was I wasn't going fast enough, actually, because I basically just, the bike needed more power, and I wasn't giving it to it. So it kind of goes back to the physics thing, and just super pay attention to your instructors. I had a couple motorcycle cops who were my instructors, and you know, they tell you the horror stories of, you know, things that they have seen, and it really does make you a more conscious rider going into it. So but those are my top 5 reasons I think you should take the motorcycle safety course. Even if you have never taken it, or you have taken it and it's been a while, take it as a refresher. I plan on going again here in a couple years. Might even take the advanced course. I'm scared of the advanced course on a personal level, because I'm scared I will drop my own bike. I don't mind dropping theirs, but I'm scared of dropping mine. So with that being said, I'll go in and catch you guys on the next dark side, as this is the way. Brett out. See ya.